In this week's Retro Pop Culture News, a live-action Mobile Suit Gundam movie is being made. Also, we have an update on the Home Alone Reboot, and Ghostbusters Cereal is coming back. And we have a lot more news to talk about, so don't turn that dial. What up to my peoples, and welcome to Retro Crunch, your #1 stop for retro pop culture news. And to start off this week's retro news, some but definitely not all are anxious that there is a Home Alone reboot that's on its way. So in a new interview by Kenan Thompson, who you probably remember from SNL and the old Nickelodeon show Kenan and Kel, he said that there is a new movie that is actually being wrapped. And you guys know it's Home Alone. The director of the original Home Alone, he thinks that this is a really bad idea that they're doing a remake of Home Alone. And he went on to say that you cannot recreate lightning in a bottle, and he thinks this remake is going to fail. I tend to agree that it's hard to remake a classic that has such a great run and is still an extremely popular movie, especially around Christmas, but I disagree that it can't happen. We've got Casino Royale, Freaky Friday, The Thing, Scarface, The Departed, The Fly, Little Shop of Horrors. I think you get the point, but all I'm trying to say is give it a chance. It's tough, but sometimes remakes can actually be great or even better than the originals. But I digress. I'd really like to know what you guys think about this Home Alone reboot, and let me know about it in the comments down below so we can continue the conversation. And then next, something that's not a remake but is actually a sequel for Young Guns. We might really be getting closer to that third one. Emilio Estevez has been talking recently about a third Young Gun movie, and actually in a new interview with Lou Diamond Phillips, he actually said Estevez has already reached out to him for working on a new movie. Aside from Tombstone, I'm not really a fan of a lot of Westerns, but I love the first two, and I'd really like to see what they do with the third. For the film to work, though, I think they're probably going to have to do like a flashback story that takes place between the first and second movie. But whatever they do, I'm really glad to see that one's being made.
Yoo-hoo! I'll make you famous.
But now's your chance to let me know what you think about this sequel news and what you think that they should do for this third movie's storyline. Let me know in the comments down below. And probably the coolest news this week is that there's talks of a live-action Gundam movie being made, and I'm really happy about this. I am real excited for this news because after watching Ready Player One and seeing a Gundam cameo, I knew that there was a possibility that this movie could be made. If you're not familiar with Gundam, it's a Japanese anime series that was made back in 1979, and it started off kind of slow, but it has since developed into a huge fandom and has close to 50 sequels, and I believe this thing has lasted over 40 years. And the director of Kong Skull Island, he actually got called up to direct this movie, and this should definitely become a blockbuster once it's made. The news is really new, so there's no plot or actors that have been cast yet, but still, tell me what you think about a Mobile Suit Gundam movie being made, and are you a fan of this type of live-action film idea? Let me know in the comments down below so we can talk more about it. And we have all been patiently waiting for Ghostbusters Afterlife to come out, but in the meantime, start checking your local Walmarts because apparently Ghostbusters Cereal, it's coming back, and I hear it could be hitting shelves any day now. I'm really hoping it's going to have that same taste that we remember from the Ghostbusters Cereal from 1986. I barely remember trying it, but I'm real anxious to see what it tastes like again. Oh my God, where's that bird coming from? I want it. Bird, I'm trying to do a video. If that's a big bird, I'm going to kill him. Finally, if you're into retro news and nostalgia stuff from back in the day, check out that next video right there. I'll catch you on the flip side, and remember, if it ain't retro, it ain't worth watching.